Hi, kids. Or maybe teachers are watching this, or parents. Maybe you're watching it for some idea of what's going on in the classroom, or for your own benefit, or other teach. Whoever's watching this video, what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to introduce you to the Maker Box, which is going to be a part of our classroom for the entire year. And you will have an opportunity to use the Maker Box when you get your work done, or if we have a project that we're working on and you need some equipment or stuff like that. The Maker Box can be used for a lot of things, okay? Now, again, this Maker Box will change throughout the year. You might see some things in there. You might see some things taken out of there. You might see new things. If there's anything that should be in there on a regular basis, like tape or whatever, then you'll want to be sure to let me know that it's not in there, okay? From time to time, I will check to make sure that you are using your Maker Box correctly, you and your group, or make sure that as a class we're using them correctly. When you get your Maker Box, you want to make sure that you open the lid carefully, you don't break the plastic or anything like that. You also want to make sure that it's neat and organized, so that when you open the Maker Box for the first time, you'll notice that everything's kind of neat and organized. Again, this is because it's the beginning of the year, or at the point where we've restocked it and re-provisioned it. So the key to your Maker Box and any makerspace equipment is to keep it neat and organized. Usually you want to do this at the beginning of using it and at the end of it, because when you're making, things can get messy, and that's okay. But what we want to do is get in the habit of kind of organizing our supplies from time to time to be sure that we have everything we need. So anyways, what I'm going to do right now is I am going to prop up the iPad. For those of you who have seen my videos before, you're going to be kind of like, okay, here's the moment where he gets things up and jumps around. I'm going to prop it up, and then what I'll do is hopefully it'll stay right where we're at right now. And what we'll do is we'll go over what's in our maker kit, okay? Well, right now what we're doing is and your maker kit might have different things in it. This your teacher might be showing you this just for general purposes. All right, one of the things that we have in our maker kit is we have pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners are great for making projects. They're great for inventing things. They can be a real good tool for creativity. They're also a nice tool for holding things in place, okay? So, in this kit we'll have some pipe cleaners. The other thing that you'll find in this kit, in general, you'll find that there are straws, okay? And a lot of times, a maker box or a maker kit or maker bag will have straws in it, because straws come in handy when inventing and making things. So we have straws, all right? My maker kit also comes with, in your maker kit, you will find zip ties, okay? Now, if you've never used a zip tie before, they have to go in a certain way, and then you slide them, and they kind of ratchet themselves closed, all right? One thing I will tell you about the zip ties is you will not be playing with them, okay? These are used for projects. They are used for holding things in place until the glue dries, but they are not used to put on fingers, okay? I shouldn't find any of these out in the hall. I shouldn't find any of them being used inappropriately. And whatever you do, don't make rings out of them, okay? If you want to make a ring out of something like this, let me know and I'll discuss it with your parents, and maybe we'll let you make a ring, okay? But again, they're not toys. Zip ties are there to help us with projects, to hold things in place. All right? Another thing that you will find in here is in our kit, you have a bag of rubber bands, and you have some, inside the rubber band, you have these little teeny tiny, whoop, and they spring. They're kind of cool. You could actually invent something with them doing that. These little teeny tiny miniature clothespins, okay? And so these are kind of nice because you can use these to hold paper down while it's drying. So that's kind of why these are in here. I guess you could make some crafts out of them. You could do a game with them, maybe make a frog or something that jumps. I don't know. But anyways, those are in there, and they're mostly just to hold things down. You have rubber bands, okay, and rubber bands can be used to take things such as the straws, and you don't want them floating around in your kit. There we go. Straws are nice and neat. We could look at our zip ties and say, oh, well, look at that. Let's get them organized, okay? Take a rubber band and simply all the way around, and there you go. Now you can organize your kit even better, okay? So we have rubber bands in there. Sometimes those rubber bands will be used for actual activities and projects. Sometimes they'll be used just to hold things in place and to organize them. So we have rubber bands. We have paper clips, okay? Box of paper clips. Again, paper clips hold paper together while it's gluing. Some of our projects will need paper clips, but we have paper clips in there as well, okay? Then you'll see these. This is a safety compass, okay? In case you need to make circles, okay? You'll have a safety compass in here. This also has a ruler along it. At some point, you'll probably find full-size rulers and scissors in here, but for now, we have these in there, okay? We have these as a nice straight-edge ruler, okay? Also, you'll find that there's tape in there. We have Scotch tape to start out with, and this has, we have some popsicle sticks, okay, good for projects. These are also really nice because you can use them if you are stirring paint or glue, that sort of stuff. You can use popsicle sticks as a stirrer, okay? So not just for building, but for actual gluing and straws, okay? Here's some glue. We have glue in here. We have a nice glue stick so you can glue stuff together. You'll also find bottles of glue in here sometimes. So that will be available. And then we have these metal magnets here, okay? And these magnets will clip into, if you're making a project and you need to hang it up and go work on something else, or you need to hang it up to dry, you can hang it on the wall using these metal magnets. So you can just put a label on your project and then you're good to go. All right? And again, now we have these clips, okay? And these open and close, okay? And there's a couple different sizes in our kit. And the reason we have these is because these will actually hold things in place also while we glue, all right? So we have a variety of clips, and then of course we have some index cards, all right? So what do we have? We have stuff like pipe cleaners, index cards, paper clips, got a couple safety compasses, we have some straws, we have some zip ties, we have more clips, okay, for holding things in place. These are kind of nice. These are really nice when you have to hang things up to dry. We have some glue in our maker box. We have tape in our maker box. We've got some rubber bands and very small clothespins, all right? And so that is the maker box you'll be working on. Now, like I said, this maker box is going to change throughout the year. At some point, you might find that you have scissors in it. You might find that you have different glue in it. We might be doing a project that needs specific materials, and if that's the case, I will go through each kit and I will add materials into it. Okay? If it looks like things aren't needed or things are being abused, like the zip ties, which we don't want to abuse, you might find that things are taken out of our maker box. But anyway, there is our maker space, okay? And hopefully, if you're a parent or a teacher looking to make your own maker boxes, this video gives you an idea of what you can put in it other than the usual paper and pencils and glue and stuff like that, okay? Alrighty, good luck inventing and creating and being creative.